Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats now so that our program can begin on time.
Fall in love, you fall in love. all the love that I'm surrounded by. Never been interested in inspired, maybe subconsciously now. I'm gonna face it, no more competition from me. This expression is needed with no doubt, throwing words and let it out. Without it I would go banana, so let's devote thank God for all the love that I'm surrounded by. Never been interested in inspired, maybe subconsciously now. Gonna face it, no more competition from me. Many places to be, so many places would see. Now we're growing slowly like my favorite tree. It's been a while, but when you look at my eyes, you still see a little sparrow flying high, so free. A tiny bird that had to wait for me, with no regret, yeah? I had to get there and break the window so hard to let you go your way. And now I hear your sister brother play. The mess of the city, you find me. The mess of the city, I find you. Somehow, the mess of the city made us free. You won't believe it, but it made us see the things so different that we wanna do. Flying guy and I into the blue, creating something that we never knew, without knowing who is who is who. So, who is who is who? Who is who is who? Who is who is who? Ay. Who is who is who? Who is who is who? Who is who is who? Ay. Who is who is who? Who is who is who? Who is who is who? Ay. Who is who is who? Who is who is who? Who is who is who? Ay. So who is what? Or what is who? Tell me what she had to go through. Like us in prison in a room without space, walking around with a long face, with no grace, running the race, looking the place, but just in case that something will come and save us and cut in the chase, so give us a chance to live life with no fear, so clear, also with the dear, cause we are ready here. The mess of the city, you find me. The mess of the city, I find you. Somehow, the mess of the city made us free. You won't believe it, but it made us see the things so different as we wanna do. Flying guy and I into the blue, creating something that we never knew, without knowing who is who.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats immediately. Our program is about to begin. You will find your first course on the table at your seat. Please enjoy it as our program begins.
This expression is needed with no doubt, throwing words and let it out. Without it I would go banana, so let's devote thank God for all the love that I'm surrounded by. Never been interested in inspired, maybe subconsciously now. I'm gonna face it, no more competition from
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 18th Annual Friendship Public Charter Schools Teacher of the Year Awards Gala, celebrating bringing world-class excellence in education to the children of the District of Columbia. Returning to MC our program again this year is the fabulous Roland Martin, a journalist with a clear sense of his calling in this world. He's interviewed multiple U.S. presidents, top athletes, and Hollywood celebrities. Many have called him the voice of Black America. Please give a warm welcome to our MC, Mr. Roland Martin.
Friendship, how we doing? Good, good. Glad to see everybody here. If you could kindly take your seat, get your place so they can bring you some liquor. They asked me 5 times that I want some wine. I'm like, I do not drink. We got this little step up here. This for Pat. She a little shorty. So this is for her. So it is good to be here. Good to see everybody here. It's always great to celebrate this event. This is the 18th Annual Teacher of the Year Gala. Give it up, y'all. 18 years. I've done this maybe, last 9 or 10 years. I'm always happy to come here and torment Donald Hens. I wanted that Kappa to see all this alpha old gold. And so I walked in. He just started cussing as soon as he saw me. He just started. I was like, Donald, we ain't even started yet. Calm down. I tried to pray with him. He just kept cussing. All right, before we get to the meat of the evening, I need to tell you that this event would not be possible without our wonderful sponsors. So I want y'all to give it up for our diamond sponsor, Busy Bee Environmental Services. Gold sponsors, Hub International. Y'all supposed to clap for them too, okay? The same clap, like you don't clap a lesser clap because money go down. Silver sponsors, Capital Boiler Works, Castle Sprinkler and Alarms, C&B Bank, Leonard Paper Company, and Manders Company. Also, a shout out to all the sponsors on the screen that contributed at every level. We certainly would not be here tonight without their friendship and support. So again, round of applause for all of the folks who gave some money to this event. Well, as you know, selecting the Friendship Public Charter School Teacher of the Year is not easy. Our judges always are tasked with a very difficult decision. And so while every nominee is deserving, only one will be chosen. The rest of y'all didn't cut it. So don't blame them, blame yourself. All right, let's shout out our expert panel of judges. Dr. Faith Gibson Hubbard, she's the CEO and principal of FGH Strategies, a Black woman-owned consulting firm dedicated to leveraging the power of community-based organizations. Where you at? Where's she at? She not here? Okay, all right. She's a passionate advocate and public policy and engagement expert, strategist, community organizer, and connector. Also, Eric McKinley King has served as a Friendship Public Charter School trustee since 2005. Where you at, Eric? Man, stand up. You got some, do you actually have some black and gold socks on? You pull your pants out. Let me see those socks you got on. Because see, normally you got one of those 4 Tops jackets on, but you chose a dress down this year. He must be in witness protection or something. All right, y'all. He has supported the children and the families in the District of Columbia in multiple ways and a staunch advocate of education, equality, social justice, and public service. Give it up for Dr. Charlene Roach Glimpf. She's also one of the judges. Charlene, where you at? Hey, Charlene, what's happening? In that bling-bling dress you got on. Her tireless work to create inclusive educational communities benefits everyone. We're grateful for her commitment to improving outcomes for every student, especially those with disabilities. Again, y'all, give it up for all of our judges. Now, if you know someone who could not be here tonight, just simply tell them they can go to my YouTube channel or the Black Star Network app. We are live streaming this event tonight, and so we love to do that because people do need to see this because very rarely, and I tell you all this every year, I travel this country, and I don't know of any other not public school, traditional, charter, and even private school that does this type of a gala to honor the teacher and the educators. And so give it up for yourself because this is really a fantastic event. Y'all get to get dressed up. Some of y'all got flats in your purse because y'all complain about your feet already hurting. Yes, I saw some of y'all walking real slow coming in here. But we're glad to see everybody all dressed up. Take lots of pictures. Is there a hashtag we have this year? Is that, because y'all always got a hashtag every year. Anyway, post the photos on social so we can let everybody know how things are going. Tonight, you're going to hear about Friendship's great accomplishments, including being a part of the district's boldest performing schools. Of course, Friendship Public Charter School provides unparalleled education to the scholars inside and outside of the classroom. And we all know our nation needs more highly successful schools like Friendship, and our young folks deserve the type of education that they are getting. And so we want to remind you about Friendship's many opportunities to support scholars in mission. We know our saying, every child deserves a champion, and every single one of y'all are the champion. So do me a favor. On your table, there's a QR code, okay? Can you, somebody grab it and hold it up? There's a QR code on your table. There's a QR code on your table. And so you can make a donation. Now, here's the deal. All of y'all have social media. Y'all on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. Some of y'all on OnlyFans. So calm down. So I want y'all to pull your phones out. And I want you to take a picture of that QR code, and I want you to put it on your social media. Every dollar is critically important, so if you do that, that's how we can move as a collective. When I said pull your phone out, that was not a rhetorical question. That was a literal question, so pull your phone out. Jim, pull your phone out, dog. I done told, man, I know you got your phone. Come on, man. He's sitting there and think I'm not talking to him. All right, this side of the room, some of y'all cameraman, you got to move the camera. I'm walking. Hey, this side of the room, I don't see phones. Pull your phones out. Thank you very much. This table, y'all are participants in the action. This table, y'all are trifling. Only one person got their phone out. Don't make me come off this stage and go to your table. Let me go this side over here. Pull your phone out, take a picture of the QR code, and I want you to put it on your social media. This table right here, only one person got a phone, that's it? Well, hold your phone up. I said, okay, all right, go just checking. All right, that's right. So take a picture, put it on your social media, and tell folks they can contribute to Friendship Public Charter School. And this is how we can raise some money because we all need to get paid, okay? And Donald said if y'all don't, there will be mass firings in weeks. All right, folks, Friendship teachers, they certainly light the way for the next generation. We were here to honor everything that they bring to Friendship and the shining stars that they are. So please join me right now in welcoming to the stage the man, the mean-spirited man, the man who threatens all of y'all on a daily basis. He laid the foundation for Friendship's accomplishments. He is the chairman, the founder, the taskmaster. He is the one who carries a big cane because he will flog people at any given time. Put y'all hands together for, this year they added his middle initial, Donald L. Hintz. Put your hands together.
Well, Roland, it's so good to have you here.
Need that step?
I guess so. Things change, you know. Good evening, everyone. It's absolutely fantastic to see you. You know, this is a special event for me. I like to see people dressed. That's just it. And so it's important that we have events like this. We are getting close to something extremely important. Next year, Friendship will be 30 years old. and we hope to have Roland back by then, probably in a nicer disposition. But we do warn him, if he just stop wearing that alpha stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, Sam, I didn't mean to say that. But will you all please give Roland a hand? He's a great friend and friendship. You know, this building is one of the few institutions dedicated to the history and impact of significant architecture in our country. I believe that Friendship is also a rare institution. We are unique and steadfast in our dedication to our scholars' success and our contributions to the District of Columbia. I'm very proud to share that 4 Friendship schools have been named to the 2025 Bold Performance Schools list. Bold Performance Schools are the top schools in the district that support priority students like our scholars in achieving academic success. DC's Bold Performance Schools show how collaborative, data-driven school cultures with high expectations for students lead to remarkable academic recovery and lasting excellence. When the COVID pandemic disrupted learning across the country, Friendship and other schools made out with bold performance, while others have not fully recovered. We show what can be accomplished when schools follow evidence-based practices with dedication and care. 4 Friendship campuses earned a spot on the Bold Performance list for several reasons. First, they have math and reading proficiency rates at least 10 percentage points higher than those of comparable schools. They achieved overall career-ready proficiency rates of 60% in math and 65% in reading, compared to only 37% and 48% for other DC schools. They exemplify 5 characteristics that I know all of our Friendship campuses are striving to achieve: data-driven, continuous improvement, intentional teacher support and professional development, building strong community and relationships, targeted interventions in small group instruction, emphasis on joy, belonging, and student ownership. As we all know, effective principals create the conditions for great teaching. Research on school leadership shows that the quality of school principals is second only to teacher quality in influencing student outcomes. Our Friendship Bold Performance schools and their leaders have shown that with effective strategies, all students can succeed despite significant challenges. They serve as inspiring examples of how education can transform lives. I want everybody to stand and honor the Friendship campuses that receive the Bold Performance list. Please. Friendship Armstrong Middle School. Friendship Armstrong Middle School is the second highest performing Bold eligible middle school in Ward 5. Friendship Southeast Middle School is the second highest performing middle school in Ward 8. Friendship Below Pierce Middle is the top performing middle school in Ward 7. And our Friendship Chamberlain campus earned the Boldest School Award as the highest performing school in the city. Thank you, principals, and thank you, teachers. Friendship Armstrong, Friendship Low Pierce, Friendship Chamberlain, and Friendship Southeast have set the bar high for every Friendship school. It is a standard that every Friendship campus can reach. How do I know? Because we're here tonight to celebrate excellence and leadership across all of Friendship. Friendship scholars achieve great heights thanks to our outstanding educators. 9 of our teachers are honored by their campuses tonight. They are nominees for Teacher of the Year. May I ask you to please stand? Will all the teachers in the room please stand? Come on, gang. I would like the leaders from each campus to come to the stage when I call your name. From Friendship Armstrong, Gregory Spears. All right. Friendship Blow Pierce, Robert Gregory. Friendship Chamberlain, Diamond Harris. Friendship Collegiate Academy and Friendship Online, Renard Lewis. Friendship Ideal, John Snowdy. Friendship Online, Dr. Chanel Marchani. Friendship Southeast, Wesley Lawson. Friendship Technology Preparatory Academy, Kunyi Boo. Friendship Woodridge International, Allende Spradley. Thank you. You have to move it. Thank you. Let's give them a hand. We would not be here tonight with our Gala chair and diamond sponsor, Desi Bernard. Desi is not only a supporter of Friendship, but he's a great friend. Desi, thank you to members of the Gala Committee and all of our Gala sponsors. We appreciate your contributions to TOY and your ongoing support for excellent teaching in the District of Columbia. Events like this don't happen on their own. An entire team had to work together to bring us to this beautiful auditorium. Thank you to our communications and events staff. Thank you for this beautiful celebration and for helping us continue to shine. Another key factor in our success is the stability of our Board of Trustees. Can I ask our board members to please stand? There were 5 signatories to incorporate friendship in 1997. The 3 women who were on that list have all passed. The other living member is Victor Long, our secretary. Victor? As a governing body, they have been instrumental in our growth and our achievements. Thank you for your time, talent, and ongoing dedication to our educational mission. Thank you. Friendship's success also relies on our outstanding leadership team. You help us to deliver a top-quality education that prepares scholars for success in college, career, and beyond. Our Chief Executive Officer, Patricia Brantley, our Chief Academic Officer, Vivica Scott Marcus, our Deputy Chief Academic Officer, Mary Torian Dunnock, James Waller, Chief of Schools, Catherine Sandwell, Chief Financial Officer, Zach Morford, Chief Performance Officer, John Glover, Chief of External Affairs, and Dylan Groover, Chief Personnel Officer. Ken Cherry, Chief of Staff. Thank you for your persistent commitment to elevating friendship to new heights. Let us also acknowledge our judges, Dr. Faith Hubbard, Eric McKinley King, Charlene Glenn, it's good to see you, Charlene. Our esteemed judges are strong supporters of education. Thank you for thoughtfully selecting from Friendship's exceptional teachers. We face ongoing challenges and obstacles, both here and nationwide. Friendship continues to serve as a guiding light, paving the way for greater achievement and college readiness. Friendship provides scholars with what they need to succeed. Please give yourself a well-deserved round of applause. Over 20 years ago, we asked this young lady to come to Friendship. She was working at the National Council of Negro Women at the time under Dr. Dorothy Irene Height. She's come. I assure you she's made a difference. When I announced my retirement, the board elected her Chief Executive Officer, Miss Pat Brantley. Pat?
Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. It is wonderful to see you here tonight and to see you all dressed to the nines. Now, to the nines, for those of you who need a definition, it means showing up at your absolute best, polished, confident, and fully present. And looking around this room today, I'd say that checks out. Although we all know this is not exactly how most of you look at 8:05 a.m. on a Monday. When one student needs a pencil, another needs the restroom, someone cannot log into their Chromebook, and the copier has simply chosen chaos. But tonight, nails done, hair done, everything did. Friendship, you fancy, huh? So Monday morning, we will be right back at it. But tonight is your night. Tonight, you are dressed to the nines. That phrase has been on my mind for another reason. This year, friendship is 29 years old. Now, anyone who has ever approached a milestone birthday knows that moment, that pause, just before the celebration when you ask yourself, how am I doing? Am I ready for what comes next? Friendship, how are we doing? Are we ready for what comes next? Well, a few years ago, Friendship began talking about something we call our journey to 30. And we were clear about one thing. When Friendship reaches that milestone, we don't want it to simply be about longevity. We want it to be about undeniable excellence, about showing the very best of our work, the very best of our outcomes, and the very best of our impact on our home city, this city of Washington, D.C. At 30, we want to be to the nines. So how are we doing standing here at 29? Well, I'll tell you. At 29, Friendship is standing on business. Over the last 3 years, and Donald stole a little of my thunder, but I'll still say it. Over the last 3 years, the #1 or #2 middle school in Washington, D.C. has been right here at Friendship. Yeah, blow. That's right. When the Charter Board shared Aspire performance levels, roughly 20 charter schools across the country, across the city, earned a level 1 recognition, the very highest level of academic performance for charters. Friendship was among them. And when you look at the K-8 framework of Aspire, nearly half, over 43% of the highest performing elementary and middle charter schools in this city are Friendship schools. Now, where does that lead our scholars? To Princeton? To Morehouse? A list of colleges too long to recite. And those numbers matter. I want you to hear them and be proud. But I need to say something clearly before we go any further. The numbers are not the stars. They are simply the shadow the stars cast, and the stars are in this room. Before I tell you more about them, I want to acknowledge the people whose belief in this work makes it possible. We are guided by the finest board of trustees anywhere, led by a man who has never stopped believing in what friendship can be, Chairman Donald L. Hentz. I also want to welcome the public leaders and partners who have joined us tonight, members of D.C. Council, and our special friend, Chairman Phil Mendelson. Thank you for joining us in every year that you can. It means something that you stand with us for education, and it is much appreciated. We have with us D.C. State Board of Education. We have President Dr. Jock Patterson. We are also joined by others on the State Board, and I want to thank my very dear friend, Dr. LaJoy Johnson. I believe Ebony Rose Thompson and T. Michelle Colson are also in this room. From my ward, I won't say the best ward, but Ward 7, we are out tonight. From the D.C. Alliance of Public Charter Schools, our Executive Director, Ariel Johnson. Thank you for being here. Jess Giles from Ed Reform Now, Josh Boots from Empower K-12. I can't name all the partners, so I won't. But just know we appreciate all that you do in this city for our children. A special shout out, though, because it's parents who choose us. And to PAVE, thank you for being here. Parents amplifying voices in education, because like I always say to people, you know who votes? Parents, educators, and soon our children. And a special note to anyone who hopes to govern Washington, D.C., because I know some of you in this room are on the campaign trail. What you see in this room is not a photo opportunity. Though you look good, and we are proud to stand by you for a photo. But it's not a photo opportunity, it's a civics lesson. The future of this city is not being written in anyone's campaign office. It is being written right now, every day, inside our classrooms. And anyone who truly understands that will have our full attention. Now let me tell you what To the Nines actually looks like. It doesn't look like a tuxedo at 8:05 in the morning. It looks like this. A few weeks ago, I walked into one of our classrooms unannounced, the way I like to do. No agenda, no prepared remarks, just me and whatever was happening. What was happening was this. A student was stuck. You could see it before the teacher even said a word. That look, the one every educator in this room knows when the work feels just a little slightly out of reach and confidence begins to slip. I watched to see what would happen next. That teacher didn't rush past it. They didn't move the class forward. Instead, that teacher, she pulled up a chair. She leaned in and worked through it. Piece by piece, not giving the answer, just holding the door open until the student could walk through it herself. And then the student looked up and said, "I get it now." 4 words, fairly simple. But every teacher in this room knows what those 4 words and what that moment meant. That moment meant, I see you. I believe in you. You are capable of more than you think. That moment multiplied by thousands happening every day across 15 Friendship campuses in 5 wards is what built this organization. Not buildings alone, though we need every facility dollar our children are owed to make sure our buildings are safe and ready for teaching and learning. Not policies and frameworks alone, though we appreciate transparent policies and frameworks that let us do the work without bogging us down. Not leadership alone, though we are grateful for our leaders whose long tenure is the key to our stability. And not test scores alone, though we celebrate each and every point gained on the road to proficiency. None of those things alone. What built this organization? Teachers. For nearly 30 years, Friendship has worked to define what excellent public education can look like in Washington, D.C. But that work has never been abstract. It has been built lesson by lesson, day by day, by educators like the ones we celebrate tonight. Teachers, you are not a supporting character in this story. You are the story. And tonight, we say your names. We ask you to stand. We ask everyone in this room to show the full depth of their appreciation, because our teachers of the year tonight have earned every decimal. And first, Friendship Armstrong, Shelley and Barrett. And next, Friendship Flow Pierce, Nigel Brown. Friendship Chamberlain, Kayla Vines. Friendship Collegiate Academy, Donna Lewis Johnson. Friendship Ideal, Zanita Hilliard. Friendship Online, Anna Morton. Friendship Southeast, Therese Person. Therese Person. Friendship Technology Preparatory Academy, Coy McKinney. And Friendship Woodridge International, Julian Williams. These are the educators whose classrooms are the proof. And standing here at 29, 1 year from our milestone, I want to say something to every teacher in this room. The next chapter of friendship is unwritten. And I've thought a lot about what I want it to mean when we turn 30. Here's what I've landed on. I want it to mean we never stop believing in the students other people would give up on. That we never let data become a ceiling. That we never confuse results with the people who produce them. Because To the Nines was never about what we wear to galas. It's what happens on a Monday morning when a student is struggling and a teacher pulls up a chair and doesn't move until that child looks up and says, I get it now. That is Friendship To the Nines. And when this organization turns 30, when we look back at what these years were made of, the proof will not be in our rankings or our report cards, though I assure you they will show it. The proof will be in the hearts we touched. It will be in every student who carries a teacher's belief in them long after the lesson has ended. It will be in what the song says is the only legacy that matters. I was here, I lived, I loved, I made a difference, and this world will see. Friendship, you were here, you are here. These teachers, they were here. And because of them, the very best of this city is still ahead of us. Thank you, and congratulations to our extraordinary Teachers of the Year.
All right, then. Pat got gangster up here. If you running for office, don't come here taking no photos. You better return a check when you come back if you win. That's really what she was saying. Give it up for Pat Bradley, y'all. All right, it's time for us to get to the best part of the program, our Teacher of the Year nominees. We'll start with the first four of our 9 of the W. Edward Walter Excellence in Teaching Award finalists. To introduce our first finalist video, please welcome to the stage the principal of Friendship Armstrong, Gregory Spears. Gregory, where you at? All right, then. Come on up here with the Pierce Brosnan look. Go on, handle your business.
Shelley Ann Barrett exemplifies transformational teaching and an unwavering commitment to student success. At Friendship Armstrong Middle School, her instructional excellence has directly contributed to historic milestones, including Armstrong Middle School's first ever designation as a Level 1 campus and recognition as a Bold Achieving Award-winning school. And we're the #2 highest performing middle school in Washington, D.C. as well. So. These accomplishments reflect her relentless belief in every child's potential and her talent for creating meaningful, engaging learning experiences. In Ms. Barrett's classroom, math truly comes alive. Scholars explore concepts through engaging discourse, and they are thinkers, doers, and problem solvers, not passive learners. And her results reflect this, as she is the top performing 8th grade math teacher in the Friendship Network, and it's not even close. Ms. Barrett's influence extends beyond instruction. She invests deeply in families, strengthens Armstrong's Wolfpack culture, and serves as a trusted mentor to new teachers and educators. Her humility, generosity, and steadfast consistency makes her an anchor in our community. Shelly Ann Barrett is more than a high-performing educator. She is a culture builder, a student advocate, and an inspiration to everyone fortunate enough to learn from her.
I am an extraordinary educator because I enable my students to think critically and build on knowledge that they already have. I love math, I love teaching it, and I also enjoy seeing my students when they have that aha moment or they discover something and they're like, Miss Barrett, I know how to do this now.
Ms. Barrett's one of the most incredible teachers I've ever experienced in the classroom. She genuinely cares and loves what she does.
Good job. Look at y'all showing up.
When I was first trying math, I thought it wasn't even possible, but Ms. Barrett made it look unintimidating, and she passes that lesson on to every student she teaches.
Okay, Jada, using the vocabulary.
The way that she connects with her students to her personality, her background, her history, and her love of math is something that really everyone should experience.
My whole educational journey, the teachers that I really admire the most were always my math teachers. They pushed me to think critically.
Growing up, I really didn't have a math teacher that was strong and had tough love on me like Ms. Barrett. I actually want to pay attention in her class and learn.
All right, let's see. My biggest dream for my students is that they will not just learn in math class, but they will apply what I'm teaching them in every subject.
Excellent question.
Ms. Barrett's a great communicator. When she speaks to parents, whether it's student strengths or some of their deficits, she really helps them pinpoint what the students need and tells them where she wants them to go.
When my child faces challenges in math, I could come to her, and I love the way she worked with my child, period.
Not so accurate, but they did try.
The way she speaks to the kids, it comes off strong, but they know it's with love.
She's not going to sit there and let you struggle by yourself. Whenever I was feeling like I was going to give up, she was like, Tony, you know you can do this. And whenever she told me that, I just snapped back and persevered.
Good job.
All right. Man, I needed Miss Barrett in school. I ain't know what the hell they were talking about in math class. But I did tell my math teachers I know how to count money. And Pythagoras' theorem has not helped me at all, but counting money has. All right, let's introduce our next finalist. Please welcome to the stage the principal of Friendship Blow Pierce, Robert Gregory. What's up, Doc? Got them Men's Warehouse shoes on. They hurt? You know they hurt. Stop lying.
Can I get a yeah blow? Naja Brown is one of the most dynamic and impactful educators in the Blow Pierce community. A teacher who embodies rigorous academics, joyful culture, and a commitment to students and their potential. Her results speak for themselves. 76% of her scholars met their growth to proficiency, the highest in the 4th grade across the network. But numbers alone don't capture the full story. Behind that success is intentional planning, instructional precision, and relentless commitment to excellence. What truly set Ms. Brown apart is the way her impact extends far beyond academic success. Known as the beacon of joy on the sunny side of Ward 7, she brings a spirit into our building that is both powerful and contagious. She doesn't just teach, she inspires. As a cheerleading coach, she models confidence, discipline, and teamwork, qualities that show up not only on the mat, but in the classroom and in the lives of her scholars. Former students come back to see her. Current students advocate for the opportunity to be in her class. That speaks volumes to the relationship she builds and the trust she earns. Step into her classroom and you'll discover a space where scholars feel valued, respected, and have high expectations that go hand in hand with the outcomes that Ms. Brown has for them. A place where every child is seen as capable, brilliant, and deserving of success. Naja Brown is more than an exceptional teacher. She is a force within our community. Her impact transforms students, uplifts families, and strengthens our entire school community.
I'm an extraordinary educator because we always tell our kids to reach for the sky, and I want my students to literally be the sky.
Good morning, Mookies. Good morning.
I'm driven by the responsibility to shape lives beyond the classroom. It is a privilege to recognize students' potential and build confidence, character, and belief within every student.
She has a unique way of connecting with her scholars and finding what it is for each individual scholar that gets them to click.
I love music, so I let my students know that anything can be a song.
Anything for real. One more time.
She's funny, nice, smart. She helped us. She's caring.
I have never seen somebody so dedicated and give their time and their love and their heart and their all to their students.
What do you think that means?
Reading opens up the world in so many ways, and I love that every story you can connect to a different child.
Whenever you're in her classroom, students speak up, they collaborate, they have rich discussion.
I always put their voices first.
Good job. I love that answer.
When they know that they are heard, seen, valued, and loved, they start showing up for you academically in ways that we know are possible.
She really cares about my feelings. And when we need help with the questions, she's helped us top it out.
I believe y'all can do it. Y'all believe y'all can do it? Yeah.
She gives them what they need. If it's a student who needs a mother figure, she steps in and plays that role. And for some of our scholars, especially on the sideline at the cheerleading events, you could see her cheering alongside the girls.
Being a cheerleading coach has been so impactful. It is about discipline, commitment, respect, and honesty, and builds sisterhood to know that they always have somebody else that's looking out for them.
She's just everything. She's the best teacher ever.
Yeah, great job, great job. Clock it!
All right. Give me an N, give me an I, give me a J. Go on ahead with cheer class. All right then, y'all. To introduce our next finalist video, I want y'all to welcome to the stage the principal of Friendship Chamberlain, Diamond Harris. Okay, go on, Pearls, go on ahead.
Good afternoon, Friendship. Ms. Kayla Vines is a compassionate, highly skilled, and deeply committed educator whose influence extends beyond her classroom at Chamberlain. Over the years, she has taught grades 5 through 8 in both inclusion and general education settings, building strong instructional practices that support her scholars' access to rigorous and engaging learning experiences. Ms. Vines' classroom is characterized by clarity, structure, and emotional safety. Her scholars embrace productive struggle, take academic risks, and respond to her belief in their potential. Year after year, her scholars demonstrate strong academic growth, some of the highest in the network for 7th grade, unmatched, including notable ELA results within Friendship as an LEA. Ms. Vine's contributions are evident and impactful. She has provided targeted tutoring support for her scholars and collaborates with colleagues when needed, engaging in instructional conversations, data reflection, and problem solving. She has continued to expand her capacity to contribute beyond her classroom, supporting Saturday Learning Academy and leading the 7th grade team. Reflective and student-centered, Ms. Vines remains committed to supporting her scholars' development and achievement. Through her dedication and instructional focus, she strives to ensure her scholars are supported, challenged, and most importantly, positioned for success. Congratulations to our toy, Ms. Kayla Vines.
I am an extraordinary educator because I am resilient and I show up as my authentic self every day. What could we do to make a positive change?
Ms. Vines wants the best for our students. She is there for my scholar, and I know she's there for all the other children in her classroom.
She's always going to be there for students. She's always been here for me. She's still here for me.
She believes that every student can achieve, and she instills that hope and that grit that leads to success.
Trust me, you guys are going to love this. What inspires me to teach is I think about my childhood. I think about the lessons that my mom and my dad tried to teach me in middle school and how they did not stick until I became an adult. So I try to be that person to bridge those lessons for my students at this difficult age.
She's always there if I need anything. She's helps me in the classroom if I have a question.
I show up every day with my lesson ready. I teach until the last minute. I give them constructive feedback. I give them praise. Everybody did a great job today. I let them know you have mastered this. Now let's move on to the next challenge. How could you do that?
They just know that they can go to Ms. Vine. She's approachable for security, for love, for guidance.
They cannot wait to go to her class each day. They're willing to take risks because they know that they're going to have support in that space and that she's not going to let them falter.
Anytime that I needed help, she took her time with me and she helped me excel in writing essays. And now I'm writing my personal statement essay, and I'm even getting compliments from the colleges, like personal emails that like, hey, your essay is really nice. Where'd you learn how to write like that?
Oftentimes when they finish an assessment, they come to me and they say, I nailed it. That was easy. That was nothing compared to what you give us in class. Everyone's mouth.
She's always made me feel like that anything I wanted to do was possible.
She is simply exceptional.
Ms. Vines, I love you.
I love it. Yes.
Folks, now to present the Teacher of the Year nominee from Friendship Collegiate Academy. Put your hands together for Resident Principal Renard Lewis II. What up, Renard? You just said no socks this year, huh? You just want to show the ankles out, huh? Oh, that's the noop in you? Donald, get that man a raise so he can buy some damn socks, please.
Good evening, everyone. Ms. Donna Lewis-Johnson's impact on teaching, learning, and culture at Friendship Collegiate Academy has been transformative. Having worked with Ms. Lewis-Johnson for the past 6 years, first as the Academy Director and now Resident Principal, I have seen her develop into an exceptional teacher, mentor, and school leader. Her growth comes from the steadfast dedication and strong belief in the talent in every scholar she supports. In her classroom, literacy comes alive. Ms. Lewis-Johnson, or Ms. DOJ as we call her, designs lessons grounded in rich texts, dynamic activities, and her scholars are active thinkers, readers, writers, analyzing and engaging meaningful with each other. She maintains a high expectations while providing the support and encouragement that scholars need to meet them. Beyond the classroom, she's a catalyst for school-wide excellence She mentors teachers, leads literacy initiatives, collaborates across departments, and creates joyful learning experiences through the programs like our 9th grade book club and Literacy Detective of the Week. Celebrating with our 9th grade academy. Humble, reflective, and grounded in purpose, Ms. Lewis Johnson is a role model for transforming the teaching and her study leadership. Instructional expertise and wholehearted dedication to the students are the core of the Collegiate Knights community. Give you a round of applause, Ms. Donna Lewis Johnson.
I am an extraordinary educator because I believe in my students.
Let's stand for our class affirmation. Who wants to lead it?
I can't think of any better way to empower students to create a better tomorrow than through exposing students to complex literature.
My favorite thing about Miss LJ is that she will always make sure that you participate in some way, shape, or form and make you feel good about it.
Now we're going to play the games that Morrison cherished when she was around your age.
Miss LJ is important to me because she pushes me to do my best, and she makes me keep going even when I doubt myself.
She truly pushes student learning inside of her classroom where the students are running the classroom.
I will. I see this opportunity to grow. Let me show you, Joe.
She does everything in her power and some to make sure that all of her students are working to the best of their ability.
It's just been really inspiring watching how she loved on my daughter. She always pushed her. She always encouraged her, where now she advocates for herself. If she has something to say, she will say it. And that's because of Miss LJ.
Every day she works hard to make a positive difference.
If she didn't show me the doorway to getting better at my writing, I wouldn't have found my passion for things like videography. I wouldn't have found my passion for things like art.
She lets the scholars know that this is not a space where you all have to feel like you are trapped or you feel like you can't ask questions.
We use different poems and different passages to open up about certain things, like even if it's personal.
So can we relate to that feeling?
My students identify themselves as literary detectives, and they are detecting meaning in what they read, which enables students to navigate this very complex world because they've read about this, they've experienced that, and they have a sense that they too can achieve.
She pushes them for greatness. She sets them up for success well after her class is over. She's amazing. I love her. I really do.
All right. DOJ got the old school games. Were y'all throwing jacks? Is that what y'all were doing? Some of y'all having a flashback. All right, then. So, again, give it up again for those 4 nominees, y'all. All right, it's time to eat. Now, listen, we got some ground rules. It's a big-ass water right there, okay? Listen, do not get excited taking photos by backing up, because I'm telling you right now, if you fall in, we will put you on social media, and everybody will see you dripping. So please do not go near the plants. Stand in front. We do not want to have a problem here, because Pat is not paying for the dry cleaning of your dress or your suit, okay? It's time to eat dinner, and so enjoy, and we'll be back with our additional nominees, and then we will announce the Teacher of the Year. Back in a moment. Say it again, Donald. Oh, Donald said, repeat, do not go near the plants. Yes, do not go near the plants. Yes, Pat.
I would say our liability insurance is not going to handle it. So please be careful and safe. I neglected to acknowledge some special guests that we had here today. You don't know how important it is when the people that govern the schools show up. And so I would like us to acknowledge the DC Public Charter School Board, Dr. Michelle Walker Davis, and the new chair of the Charter Board, Shakira. Please stand up. These are the people who have designed the framework that shows just how well you're doing. So be sure to go up and say hello to them, and thank you.
All right, then. I thought you did acknowledge them. They just wanted another one. I'm just messing with them. They need a second one. All right, then. All right, folks. It is time for dinner. Y'all enjoy. Mix and mingle, but do us a favor. Allow the servers, please, to be able to deliver the plates. And so please do not block the aisleways so they can deliver the plates. Thanks a bunch. We'll be back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, if everybody could stay in their seats, it'll certainly help us keep everything on time. We will begin to resume our program shortly. I know you're all going to want to go to the after party. You have more time if we can keep on schedule.
watching the leaves falling in, and you were something like a dream. Whoa, so perfect, couldn't talk to me. Time moves slow when you're all alone, and the time moves slow when you're out on your own, and the time moves slow when you're missing a friend, and the time moves slow when you get to the end. Running away is easy, it's the leaving that's hard. Running away is easy, running away is easy, it's the living that's hard, and loving you was easy, it was you leaving it's hard. But what was I to do? Just couldn't help myself falling in love with you. And what could I say? Oh, if I had another chance to make you stay. 'Cause when you ran away, I knew just what you were thinking that day. You just didn't love me like I do, like I love you. The sad thing is we're better off this way. Time moves slow, you can't hear a thing. Time moves slow when you're lost in the dream. And the time moves slow when you wait by the phone. And the time moves slow when you're lost alone. To run away is easy, it's the leaving that's hard. Running away is easy, running away is easy, it's the living that's hard, and loving you was easy, it was you leaving that's hard. 'Cause when you're so alone, time moves slow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Roland S. Martin, back to the stage.
All right. How we doing? I decided to put on these Meta glasses, so I want to get a video of everybody. So everybody wave, everybody wave, everybody wave. I ain't tell you to be quiet, just said to wave. All right, cool, there we go. Good little video, everybody. All right, cool. Hey, Donald, I was walking around, and it's a whole table over there of your little Kappa brothers. But I told all of them we got to hurry this program up because it's 9:07. They got to be back to the safe house, the halfway house at 10 o'clock. So I told all of them, I said, see, you can always tell the Kappas are not smart. They talk trash to the MC while the program is going on, knowing full well I'm going to get the mic back. That tells me there's not one smart person at that table. You don't talk trash while the program is going on. You talk trash after the program's over. I don't have the microphone. But then again, y'all are Kappas. All right. Let's get it right. Now, before dinner, folks, we have the opportunity to learn about 4 of our finalists for the W. Edward Walter Excellence in Teaching Award. Before I continue, how was y'all chicken and beef? I brought my own Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. I had at the table there. And give it up for the caterers, because that's the closest y'all got to some black cornbread than you've ever had. Am I the only one? Am I the only one with the cornbread? Yeah, y'all thought that was Jiffy, huh? Okay. All right. All right, folks, let's hear about the 5 final nominees. Coming to the stage to present the Teacher of the Year nominee for Friendship Ideal. Please welcome to the stage Principal John Snowdy. Now, John, you know Donald hates that color scheme you got on.
We got
oh, my
this.
God, he hates it.
We got this. We got this. All right. In the original The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, written over 125 years ago, the wizard required all visitors to wear green glasses upon entering the Emerald City, carefully crafting an illusion so that everything seems grander and more impressive than it actually is. But in the Emerald City of Friendship Ideal, we don't do illusions. We don't need green glasses, and we don't need filters. And we definitely don't need tricks. Because what we do is the real deal. And if you ever want proof of that, just walk into Ms. Anita Hillard's classroom. In Ms. Hillard's classroom, you don't need anything to adjust your vision. You immediately see what excellence looks like: clear, undeniable, and real. You see scholars engaged, thinking deeply, raising to their high expectations. You see teaching that is intentional, precise, and rooted in the deep belief that every child can succeed. Year after year, her results speak with clarity and consistency. Her scholars don't just progress, they excel, often surpassing district-wide level expectations. But what makes Ms. Hillard truly exceptional goes beyond the numbers. She has been a steady force since the earliest days of Friendship Ideal, a calm, dependable presence in a fast-paced environment. She leads with compassion. She teaches with purpose. She maintains high expectations while preserving warmth, patience, and what scholars seem to feel supported and valued. Simply put, she is a big deal. No illusions, no shortcuts. It is my honor to introduce an extraordinary educator and our Friendship Ideal Emerald City Teacher of the Year, Miss Anita Hillard.
I am an extraordinary educator because I care about my students and I love watching them grow and become successful. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, Miss Hillard. I try to make students feel like they belong by respecting cultural differences, their individual differences, and educational differences. Give yourselves a pat on the back.
Miss Hillard makes learning math fun.
She's a very sweet soul, and she creates a very safe and a kind environment for my kids.
My favorite thing about Miss Hillard is she's kind and passionate about everything. And she's really caring and loving and also lovable.
Ms. Hillard demonstrates what it means to be world-class by the time and dedication that she puts towards working with our students.
She helps me with my math, and when I have a question that I can't answer on my own, she helps me with it.
Good, you're making a bundle, excellent. Being able to share my love for math with my students really makes me happy. When they finally understand the lesson and they have that aha moment, that is just the best feeling for me ever. I am very proud of my students. Excellent. Very good job, friends.
Ms. Hillard's been doing homework, helping tutoring as long as I've been here. Every day after school, you see her working with students to make sure that they're getting what they need.
Her tutoring is really fun and educational.
It is important that my daughter is a scholar here at Friendship Ideal. I do love seeing her here every day, and I know that she is receiving a top-tier education. Thumbs up, thumbs down. How's it going? Okay, excellent.
I like Miss Hillard a lot, a lot, a lot.
All right.
We would also be remiss if we didn't acknowledge our Ward 4 council member, Friendship Ideals in Ward 4, Ms. Janice Lewis-George. Please stand and be acknowledged. Thank you very much. She's been to our school, and I think she loves our school. Thank you.
All right, then. Folks, welcome to the stage, the nominee for Friendship Online, Principal Executive Director, Dr. Chanel Marchini. See, y'all didn't do the phonetic spelling. Marchini, are you ready? You better be ready, because you were back there practicing your speech. I saw you over there. I'm like, what are you doing? I know that. You was reading about 5, 6 times. You better not fumble one time. I'm going to cut you. All right, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. It is truly an honor to celebrate a remarkable educator who exemplifies what it means to serve, lead, and strongly believe in the potential of every child, Miss Anna Morton. In a virtual learning environment where building connection and rigor requires intention, Miss Morton has excelled at both. Her impact is not only felt, but also proven. Her first grade exceptional learners showed a median growth from 36 to 83 this school year. In second grade, the percentage of scholars performing at or above the 60th percentile didn't just improve, it jumped from 8% to 28%. And yes, we do test our scholars in person. That is transformational progress. As a proud Collegiate Academy graduate, Miss Morton genuinely embodies the friendship mission. She leads with empathy, consistency, and initiative, coordinating school-wide events, supporting enrichment opportunities, and guiding popular activities such as our F&N Book Club and our Fitness Club. Her leadership enhances culture, community, and engagement across all grade levels at Friendship Online. Miss Morton is known for her tireless work ethic and genuine care for families. Her virtual classroom is joyful, challenging, and relationship-focused, a place where students feel recognized, supported, and challenged. Miss Anna Morton is not only a highly effective teacher, she is a community builder, a culture carrier, and a transformative leader whose influence uplifts scholars, families, and staff alike. Miss Morton doesn't just teach, she changes trajectories. Please join me in celebrating Friendship Online Academy's Teacher of the Year, our Phoenix, Miss Anna Morton.
I'm an extraordinary educator because I meet scholars exactly where they're at to help them soar. Hello, everyone. All right, go ahead and type in the chat. How are you feeling today?
Miss Morton is proactive in her approach to students and meeting their needs.
She is one of the most passionate people and is devoted to the scholars.
She's a great teacher, and she gives us time to fit fun stuff into the classes we do with her.
She's helpful for the class, and she's also very, very kind to the other students. She believes in me and makes sure I'm cared about.
She makes me smile, and it's too contagious, and I smile.
Nice dance move, scholars. When there are large class sizes, unfortunately there are some scholars who do fall through the cracks. So I will take it as my opportunity to catch them before they fall.
Even before Theo had his IEP in place, she was already taking the action and stuff to give him the accommodations that he needed.
I need your help, friends.
Last year, she came to me and advocated for the student that had graduated out of their IEP. I'm willing to meet with him during my lunch period. I really want to make sure that they continue to grow and prosper, and that's just her way.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing your feelings. Currently, we've got a lot going on and online. We do our F&N book parties where we are having games, guest readers, and speakers, and we do monthly flocks.
It's an opportunity for our families, scholars, everybody to come together.
It's just an amazing showcase of our community and how strong it is. Being a Friendship alumni, I'm a living proof of the love and the care that Friendship pours into their scholars and what they can become.
She is truly a testament of the success of Friendship Public Charter Schools.
She's a great teacher, and we need more teachers like her.
She is my best friend. I love you, Miss Morton.
All right. Give it up for Hannah. I didn't realize she was an online Teacher of the Year nominee because she was struggling to take a selfie. I was like, come on, it's just a phone. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. Here to introduce the next finalist, please welcome to the stage the principal of Friendship Southeast. Y'all are the loudest, rowdiest bunch every year. Every year, coming to the stage to sing A House Is Not a Home, Principal Wesley Lawson.
Good evening, Friendship Southeast Academy. Good evening, Friendship Southeast Academy. Tyrese Person exemplifies excellence, mentorship, and a strong belief in the potential of black children in Southeast Washington, D.C. In his classroom, mathematics becomes accessible, engaging, and meaningful for all his scholars. For Mr. Person, try is more than a word just displayed on the walls of his classroom. It is a philosophy that guides his instruction, shapes the culture, and empowers scholars to embrace effort as the pathway to growth. Mr. Person has achieved some of the most significant math gains and proficiency both within the network and within the city. His lessons are lively and powerful, combining high expectations with strategic supports that help scholars persevere through challenges. As a result, they develop not only stronger math skills, but also confidence, agency, and a belief in their own abilities. Beyond instruction, Mr. Person is a cornerstone of the community. Former scholars return to share their achievements, and younger siblings eagerly await their turn to join his class. Relentlessly scholar-centered and deeply committed to excellence, Mr. Person inspires scholars to see themselves as capable learners, leaders, and contributors both in school and in life. He is truly a marvelous superhero at Friendship Southeast Academy.
I am an extraordinary educator because I'm in this work for the right reasons, for the betterment and the benefit of my students. Foil, very good.
If you meet Mr. Person, he's one of those quiet, keep to himself, stoic figures.
He pushes me to believe in myself and teaches me skills I can use in high school and beyond.
He installs greatness into the students.
Math is a language, and it's my job to teach the students how to understand and speak that language.
He makes different games for us to play while we go over the work, and it's really engaging and fun, and it makes us want to learn more.
Students come in every day, and the first thing they see on his windows is try.
You don't have to be good at math. I just need you to do one simple thing for the entire school year, and that's try. As long as you're trying, you're progressing. And it's my job to get you there and believe in you. As long as you try it, I'm happy for you. I'm excited about it.
And even if you don't see something in yourself, Mr. Person sees it. And so because he sees something in you, he's going to make sure that he tries everything in his power to make sure that you know who you are and that you value who you are.
He taught 4 of my kids. He supported them a lot. He was always there after school, doing tutoring. Anything that they needed, he was always there with them.
He puts value on every voice in the room, and every day reminds his students just how unique they are, just how capable they are.
With middle schoolers, you have to speak their language. And they have to understand you and feel you and know what you care about them before they even pay you any attention.
And he gives them an environment in which they can be themselves and trust him and let their guards down.
He takes time out of his day to help everyone in the class and make sure that we're the best algebra class out there.
Mr. Person doesn't just want you to win in his class. He wants you to win in life. He wants you to win wherever you go.
Okay, good. Then y'all got this thing.
All right. Now I know I am not the only one who said, why he trying to look like LL Cool J wearing that hat? I asked Principal Laws, he wear that hat every day. All right then. Now if you walk up on the stage with his hat on, you're going to get cut. I'm just letting you know. All right, folks, introduce our next finalist. Please welcome to the stage the principal of Friendship Technology Preparatory Academy, Kun Yi Booth. Come on up. Yeah, I need to put my shades back on. You just took all the color, huh? They can see you from the White House. Go ahead.
Coy McKinney, affectionately known as Mr. Coy, has transformed what hands-on, community-based learning means at Friendship Technology Preparatory Academy. Within the Academy of Urban Ecology, he has built more than just a program. He has sparked a movement. A movement where scholars do not just learn about the world, they actively engage in shaping it. Through immersive real-world experiences in urban agriculture, Mr. Coy connects rigorous academic content to the lived realities of our students, making learning both relevant and transformative, especially in Ward 8, where issues like food access and environmental justice are not theoretical but personal. His classroom does not exist within four walls. Scholars cultivate crops in a greenhouse, tend beehives, operate a scholar-run market, analyze local ecosystem, and collaborate with industry partners. But what truly sets Mr. Coy apart is not just what he builds, it's what he builds in students. He fosters a sense of belonging. He sets a standard of excellence. He creates a family where scholars feel seen, valued, and challenged to rise. Through innovation, authenticity, and purpose-driven instruction, Coy McKinney empowers scholars to see themselves not just as students, but ecologists and problem solvers.
I am an extraordinary educator because I'm showing them that a better, fairer, more harmonious world is possible, and students can make that happen. Layla. Winter, very good. Urban agriculture is growing food in the city.
His lessons are intriguing. It's very interesting. We mostly learn about agriculture, like harvesting, soil erosion, how to plant crops, how to take care of them, tend to them. I feel like before I took his class, I didn't pay much attention to the environment. It makes me want to do more.
He makes urban farming come to life. For a lot of these students, I'm their first foray into a more harmonious, collaborative relationship with the environment. And so I'm just kind of guiding them along lessons that you can get from nature.
All his lessons are project-based learning. Being able to work outside in the classroom, going into the greenhouse, being able to interact with the bees.
But then they're also learning about the social aspect of it and why there's only one grocery store in Ward 8, why things are the way they are, and then what they can do about it. That's when we can plant it in the ground outside.
Soul Track Outdoors has partnered with Tech Prep for the last 3 years. Our programs with the students kind of build upon what they're learning in the classroom. For the sophomores, we lead a guided hike, connecting them to some of the local parks that we have around us. And then for the seniors, we do a overnight camping trip.
And then I also try and take my 10th grade class to urban farms and community gardens so that they see that I'm not just like this weirdo that plays in dirt, that this is actually something that happens throughout the city. And you can find a career in doing this.
And that's what Coy is showing our students. And that's why I believe that our students just are gravitating towards the Academy of Urban Ecology.
He just provides the best for his students in the best ways he can. He's really important to a lot of students, and we care about him like he cares about us, and it shows.
Very good. All right.
All right. Kanye, how you gonna just walk off the stage like you dropped the mic or something? She was like, okay, all right. Even Donna was, as she was speaking, Donna was like, she gonna pass the plate in a second? All right, y'all. Welcome to the stage, the presenter of our last finalist, and also last video, the principal of Friendship Woodridge International, Allende Spradley. What's up, Doc?
How you doing, brother?
Did you bring a bean pie with you?
Not yet. Go ahead. Where are my Woodridge Eagles? Julian Williams is a transformative educator whose influence extends far beyond her classroom. She has turned mathematics from a subject often met with apprehension into one of those most anticipated parts of our 8th grade scholars' days. In Ms. Williams' classroom, math is relevant, exciting, and deeply engaging. She blends rigorous content, knowledge, with creative instructional design, helping scholars connect abstract concepts to real-world applications, modeling architecture through quadratics, forecasting trends with linear equations, and even using the basketball court to plot parabolas. The Williams effect is efficient, evident in both academic outcomes and scholar confidence. Year after year, her scholars outperform district and network benchmarks, achieving remarkable gains in computation, reasoning, and problem solving. This success is rooted in her unwavering belief that all scholars can excel, and her commitment to creating a brave space where mistakes become opportunities for growth. Mrs. Williams is also a leader beyond the classroom. She mentors new teachers, collaborates to align instruction across grade levels, and supports scholarly holistically. As coach of the Marching Eagles flag team, she instills discipline, teamwork, and pride, skills that help scholars succeed both in and outside of the classroom. At Woodridge International, we all know that you can't tell Julian Williams that you don't like math, because she will convert you easily as y equals mx plus b.
I am an extraordinary educator because I live out my motto, achieve plus believe equals succeed. We're going to see what have you mastered and what are some things. 8th grade is very special because I am in a position of molding our scholars.
Her high expectations and willingness to prepare our students as they are transitioning to high school is something that should be celebrated.
1, 2, 3, what is it? Teaching is a selfless career that I just absolutely love.
Math is a tricky subject. Miss Williams is not only an expert, she's the GOAT of it.
Right now, math is my favorite subject, so she really paved the way for me to really enjoy math and understand math in its entirety.
Algebra is kind of challenging, so she always helps me after class and after school, and she makes sure I'm there mentally and I'm really just focused in her class.
We're going to collect these back. I'm very inspired by any scholar who enters my classroom and exits with a newfound sense of life.
She's also provided a lot of skills to the students who are looking to possibly be a part of their high school bands by being in charge of the Flag Girls.
I'm more than just a teacher. I have a calling to be there for others. I have a calling to help. You never know what students go through before they come through the doors. They may have a smile on their face, they may have a frown on their face, but you treat every individual with respect and you give them what you can give them. So I offer love, I offer support.
She is one of a kind. She is loving. She is nurturing. She is a woman that I want my child to be like when she gets older.
She's one of my favorite teachers, and she's just always there for me.
This table has it. All right, awesome. All right, let's see if we get the same answers.
All right, all right. All right, folks, that's all of the videos of our finalists. It is time for us to bring this home. Let's bring to the stage, of course, Donald L. Hintz, Pat Brantley, and also Mr. Bernard. Desi, come on up. Now, y'all gonna move Pat's thing in place. I would bend down, but my sciatica gonna mess up. And so, Donald, you ready? How you doing? Come on up here. Come present this money. Huh? Well, I got to go down the line. I know that. We know you ready.
Thank you. When each Desi, I think that's you. When each finalist comes to the stage, we will present them with their check, and they will take their place on the stage and await the announcement of the recipient. Gang, each campus Teacher of the Year receives $5,000 tax-free. The Teacher of the Year receives a check of $15,000 tax-free. Our finalists are Miss Shillian Barrett, Friendship Armstrong, Nija Brown, Friendship Low-Fields, Kayla Vines, Friendship Chamberlain, Donna Lewis Johnson, Friendship Collegiate Academy, Zanita Hilliard, Friendship Ideal, Anna Morton, Friendship Online, Therese Person, Friendship Southeast, some men are here. Coy McKinney, Friendship Tech Prep. Julian Williams, Friendship Woodruff. Wow, they look so good. And they're not just good, they're smart. Pat, announce our winner.
Oh, my turn? Congratulations to all of our finalists. It is now my honor to announce the 2026 W. Edward Walter Excellence in Teaching Award. This is a very heavy envelope. We do not know the winner. They couldn't tell us because we tell. Give me a moment to get it open. Are you all excited about these teachers? You know, I've been to convocation with you, and I know you can get loud. So I'm going to ask again, are you excited about these teachers? Because I'm going to say what you already know. Every single one is a winner. But tonight, we get to celebrate Nija Brown. Okay, hold on.
goodness. Ooh. Okay. Okay. First like to say that God has been amazing, okay? I thank him for my journey, my purpose, and for sure my passion in being a teacher, okay? I have a speech, of course. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Y'all see my family? They're so excited. Me too. Y'all, when I go back to school, my kids are going to be so excited. This is not just for me. This is for every single cohort of students that I have taught. Every cheerleader, every student that I walk past in the hallway. It's for all of them, okay? Whew. Of course, I want to thank my parents. Of course. What would I be without my mom and my father? My mom for teaching me how to love deeply, how to give freely, and how to be creative in every single thing that I do. For my dad to teaching me resilience, that I can be 25 doing nothing or 25 and doing everything. For my big sister for showing me how to create my own path and walk into a room and God places me in and I know I belong there. Whew. To my extended family that has been in my life since I was in middle school, elementary school, I love you guys beyond anything. The nights that we stayed up doing endless crazy things, getting my class together, baking, cutting silly things just so my students can have the best experience in room 207. Whew. But the reason I stand here today is because of the educators who believed and saw me. As a child, I was quiet, but I always paid attention. I saw my own trauma, and I saw the trauma of my peers around me. And for many of us, school wasn't just a place for learning. It was our safest place we knew we could go. It was one place we could laugh, be creative, feel joy, and just be free to be a child. And I had teachers who went above and beyond. I had a teacher who saw my behavior changing, and instead of giving up on me, she took me home for a mental health weekend. I had a teacher who knew I hated math, so when he knew I loved food, so he brought in cheese sticks to teach me fractions. I had a teacher who is also a friendship employee this day, who enrolled me in AP classes even when I didn't believe and know that I wanted to be in AP classes. I tried to drop them. They saw something in me before I ever saw it in myself. Because I know what it feels like to be a child who is hurting, the child who is quiet, the child who doesn't always believe in themselves, I show up every single day, not just to teach content, but to teach to the whole child. When the child is angry, the child is tired, to the child that is unmotivated, the child who is carrying things they don't even have words for yet. Because real learning doesn't happen until a child feels seen. And when students feel seen, they begin to believe in themselves. They begin to try, and then they start to grow. They show up, and this shows up in their data, in their own confidence, and it shows them who they believe they want to be. Because I am always myself with my students, they know me, and I for surely know them. That connection has trust, and that builds love, and that relationship carries beyond room 207. We laugh, we sing, we make mistakes, we get messy, we grow. And the truth is, I am not the only teacher in that space. My students have taught me how to be present. They have taught me how to be real. They have taught me that your inner child still deserves joy, love, freedom, no matter how old you get. They root for me just like I root for them. So this recognition, this moment is way bigger than me. This is for the student that feels unheard and that their voice doesn't matter. For the students who need extra love to spark something within themselves. And for all the educators who give their all every single day to make an impact on our students' lives. Thank you guys so much. Yes, Dad, I can't hold it.
No, she's very dangerous with that.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Y'all put on some photo music. Put on some photo music. Again, y'all put your hands together for the Teacher of the Year. Oh, y'all can do better than that. Y'all can do better than that. You know, we spend a lot of time, Image Awards, Grammys, and all sort of awards, but it is rare when you have programming where, again, where Teachers of the Year are recognized. And so this is always fabulous to see that. Her mama and daddy were down here. They would allow us people down here. And so congratulations again on being the Teacher of the Year. All right, then. Let's see here. Prompter, you can keep moving there. I left the stage. They wanted me to have Pat and Donald say something. All right, folks. Keep going. I'm about to be Pat. This says, Patricia Brantley, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Pat's not here. So, Prompter, you like going up and down, don't worry about it. I got it from here. All right, y'all. We had a successful 2026 Teacher of the Year Gala. Do us a favor. Post your photos, please. We want to see all of your photos and your videos. And we cannot wait to have everybody back for the 30th anniversary of Friendship Public Charter School next year. Pat, you going to close us out? Come on. Come on, shorty, with the flow. What was your song you came out on? You up here?
A sincere thank you to the resident comedian, Roland Martin, for being a terrific host and keeping us on our toes. We will remember next year to bring our socks and leave our hats so we don't get cut. That said, we will have an afterglow reception in the ballroom. Please join us for that. It has been a wonderful celebration of our teachers. Thank you all for joining us. And thank you, Mr. Hens, Donald Hens, Chairman Hens, for the vision and the belief and the love. You are sincerely appreciated. And now, if I could ask our teachers to return so we could take some pictures with them as the rest of you go to the VIP reception or the afterglow reception.
All right, folks, that's it. Time for the reception. Turn the music on. We got to go. Holla!